Hi guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Barbara. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today I'm bringing you an update. I'm also going to be sharing some tips of using grease. I know there's some people who have asked me for an update on my grease mixture. If you have not watched that video, I'm going to link it up on the iCard. Please go ahead and check it out. I mixed grease with a bunch of other oils that I like to try out on my scalp, and I have been using it for about a week and a few days, so I have something to say, okay? And I have a few tips that I want to share with you guys because of the experience that I've had using grease on my scalp for a few days now. And let me tell you, you want to watch this whole entire video. So the first thing I want to say is that I am aware that not all of us use grease, and also the fact that some of us hate grease, that despise grease. There are a lot of people who have had terrible experience with grease when it comes to drying their scalp or their hair, when it comes to dandruff, itchiness, flakiness, whatever experience there is. I have read a lot of horrible stories online about grease, and I was a little bit afraid at first trying out grease, but because I have used grease on my hair, not on my scalp, but on my hair, I didn't see any reason why I shouldn't try it on my scalp. For the last 1 week and a few days, I have been applying grease on my scalp just to test it out and try it out on my scalp for the very first time. I never have put grease on my scalp. I always put it on my hair. So the first thing I want to share with you guys, if you're using grease on your hair or your scalp, is the number one thing I want you to get is do not apply grease on dry hair, because you're going to be sealing in dryness and you're not going to like it. And if you're using it on your hair, on your scalp when it's not moisturized, it's definitely not going to work for you, and you're definitely going to have a different review about it. But for me, what I have done with my scalp especially is I apply a little bit of water, like just spritz a little bit of water on my scalp before I apply it, and then I go ahead and apply my mixture, and it has been working great, like really great. And you can actually feel that you're sealing in something, whereas when you're sealing in dryness, you can actually feel your hair is creaking dry, or your scalp is creaking dry. If you're sealing nothing on your scalp, I don't know what you're doing. I would advise you to seal in with grease on moisturized scalp or moisturized hair. Because I mixed my grease with other oils, my hair and my scalp was not very dry. It wasn't really dry. You could actually see it was shining. It was feeling good. I wasn't feeling any dryness on my scalp whatsoever. I didn't feel like I need to apply more. And so because I mixed it with other oils like castor oil and black seed oil and olive oil and all those other oils, it was really moisturizing for my scalp. Another thing I want to share with you guys is that I did not experience any itchiness on my scalp whatsoever, and so I know and I've heard that people who have used grease on their scalp have experienced some sort of itchiness on their scalp, but that's not something that happened to my scalp, and I honestly did love it. Like, I honestly did love it, and I'm definitely going to be using it on my scalp going forward. And also, I did not experience any flakiness or buildup, like product buildup, because I know I was using it every single day, and for a lot of people that would be a lot of product to put on your scalp. But it was interesting to see that whenever I applied it, it melted into my scalp like immediately. It really did absorb into my scalp like as quickly as possible. And even when I was washing my hair out on the weekend, my scalp was not greasy, and I have had a lot of people say that their scalp becomes very greasy if they apply grease on their scalp. Mine didn't feel like that. Like, I actually felt like I didn't put anything. I didn't experience any buildup and any greasy scalp or anything like that. For the most part, my scalp stayed really looking good. It was no dirty, nothing. Like, It was good. I honestly loved this. Another thing I want to share with you guys is that when I was applying this grease mixture on my scalp, I made sure that I massaged it in my scalp. Massage it in your scalp. Just give yourself a little massage. Let it just absorb itself in your scalp. Make sure that you get every corner of your scalp. I did that, and I was massaging my head for like 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes after when I applied my my grease mixture, and it was great. It just absorbed into my scalp, and my scalp was clean. And I'm gonna insert a picture of my hair when I measured it. That is a picture that I recently took, and you guys, if you have seen my hair growth challenge video and some length check that I did, I am seeing that these pictures are quite different, and I have been using this hair grease ever since. So I honestly think that my hair grew, and also the way it feels very, very thick. Like, my hair got volume, you know, it got volume. I feel like my hair is like growing, and I can feel it from when I touch it and how big it's growing in terms of volume. I'm gonna hold that thought until we try it out a couple of times, but to be honest, I think this has grown my hair. Another thing I want to share with you guys is that use a little bit of grease. I know it can be very overwhelming when you feel like maybe you didn't put as much as you want or as much as it feels, but try to use a little bit of grease. You don't really have to use a lot of it because you don't want to, you know, create like product buildup on your hair and all of that. So what you want to do is that you want to concentrate on the key areas, and the key areas that you can concentrate on is your scalp and the ends of your hair. I really do love to apply it on the areas that make sense to me, and those areas are my ends because that's where I retain most of my length, and now my scalp. So for my scalp, I have a mixture which I hands down love, and I'm going to be mixing a lot of that because it's over. I've used all of it. I love it. And so I'm going to be making another bunch, but the best way to use grease is on the important areas, and that's your scalp and your ends of your hair. Using grease could be just you grabbing water and spritzing that on your hair and then applying grease. It doesn't have to be very, very, very complicated. And so if you don't have a moisturizing conditioner, if you don't have a leave-in conditioner, you can just use grease and water. To be honest, guys, it does help. I have been using that. Even though I have products, I still use water and grease, and that's basically it. And I style it, it looks bomb, and honestly, it could be simple as that. For me, the biggest reason why I love grease is because it has helped me retain a lot of length. Keeping the moisture in for a very long period of time is always a struggle for low porosity hair type people like me, and so for me, finding grease as a sealant and it just kind of locks that in for a long period of time, that is amazing. Anyway guys, so that was it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, comment down below if you're a grease fan or a Blue Magic whatever fan. Let me know in the comment section below. So thank you so much guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.